I'm so happy to be in this super beautiful home of my dearest friends. I'm so glad that they shared their time and space with me now to share their love story, which for me is the most beautiful and unconditional. Their love story is something that we can get so much inspiration from. Come join me as we share a really exciting episode here at Love on Top. Oh gosh, guys, I love you. You guys are the best examples of unconditional love.
We try.
And patience, and understanding and sacrifice. And on top of all that, you guys have chosen love and love of God. You're the only one that every time I'm going through something, and you're always making me sermon, just God first, God first. I get it, but
in your mind, it hasn't connected to your heart.
I know. But how did you guys endure everything that you've been through?
I mean, God's grace, right? I guess.
Ask her.
Well, you know he's the one enduring. Nagbabayad na po. Maraming utang.
Ask her, kasi siya yung mas maraming pinagdaanan because of me.
Yes.
Well, at least in my case, I really loved him. I loved him. I wasn't in love. I actually had no dreams that we would end up together or anything. It was just started off as a fling. And, you know, we were thinking, my boyfriend had just died. And
Had just died?
Dondi, yeah. And
Oh my goodness.
he had, I don't know what this, basta we found each other and we wanted to keep each other alive or occupied.
Did you feel the timing of you guys was too soon? I mean, for you?
No, you know what's so funny? Talaga, Tessa, when I was 18 years old, I prayed to God. And I said, God, I really want to marry a doctor. But he has to be tall and handsome.
Oh my goodness.
And he has to be look like a model. But he has to be funny and smart. Basta ang dami ko hiningi. I was 18. And then at 21, which in my time, that's considered matanda na.
Too old na, di ba?
To not
You're-
to
yeah,
be
exactly,
married.
right?
I prayed that I would marry somebody from Harvard who was hardworking, and then Atom appeared. So I married Atom. And then when I met him, we were both judging a beauty contest in UST.
Right.
Anyway, much later, we got to be talking, and then I said, God, you know, parang he's a guy I asked for at 25.
Do you
And
even
when I was
remember
18,
what you wished for?
Of course I do.
Nakalimutan niya yung time element.
You have to be very specific with the Lord. You have to say,
Meaning?
Lord, please bring him into my life in the next 2 years. Because if you just say, he does, he totally did it. It just was
Yes.
Delayed.
very delayed. I met you 2005.
You met 2005 on my birthday, May 20.
Yeah,
diba?
so
Oh, wow.
I always say I'm his birthday gift.
Right.
But he
And
always
I'm there.
smiles.
And for you, Hayden, because obviously everybody knows there's an age gap and everything, did you feel that hindered or helped or?
You know, I think for most people it would be a problem, right? But if you know Vicki and you know Vicki is very childlike. In many ways, she's really like a child.
Okay.
Diba?
Yeah.
And so parang I didn't really feel the age gap. In fact,
Right.
and sometimes I feel nga parang,
You're the more senior.
well, why do I know this and you don't know?
Especially
Parang
now, because of course we're bringing up Scarlett.
Yes.
Because, wait a minute, you've had 2 kids, right? Because he's such a
Oh,
good father,
okay,
a good parent, good disciplinarian.
I think it's also because of our
He
background.
knows so much.
I think it's also because of our background.
Right.
I mean, Vicki came from a very, very wealthy family, very sheltered. She's an only child. Whereas us naman, we're not like Vicki, and there's like 5 of us, 6 of us. We had an adopted sibling.
Yeah,
And then of course, di ba, parang hindi ikaw yung center ng attention. You kind of have to work harder.
Yes.
And parang, you know, just different backgrounds. My challenges made me more mature in some ways, not
Not at 25, my love.
Yeah.
mature in just some ways.
Yes, right.
And then I met her, who is very immature in some ways also.
In a nice way. You know, it can be playful and, you know.
Nag-complement lang.
Yes.
Nag-complement lang. I wouldn't say it was a perfect
Exactly.
relationship. Like I said, not all relationships like this work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
And
why you guys are an example of how you can both be private and the public's eye get so much scrutiny. How do you I mean, you've gone through a lot. That's why I wanted to talk to you. And I said, like, I need people like you, friends like you, and family like you who can sort of tell me, and how did you navigate that for you, especially for you, because
Yeah, it was so hard for you.
I was part of that. I'm proud to say I was the only one pro Hayden.
Yes,
I
can I
love him
just
for
say
you.
that this wonderful girl
From the
here,
start.
Human Hated was hated by everyone.
Everyone.
And I really couldn't be near him because, I
and-
was helping
and
him
no
through the
one could
background.
be near
No
me.
one.
No one could be near
Except-
him.
No
A
one
very
could be near
big
me.
party. Tessa walked him across the...
Yeah, because I remember
and
I
she
was,
was the
I was,
host,
I remember it was
remember?
about 2008, no, 2007. And so I became a recluse. I was in my apartment. I couldn't go out because I was basically the most hated man in the country, and I'm not exaggerating.
Because
and,
they love me.
And no one wanted to be.
Yes.
No, but it's also
They were
because
like
of,
pros.
she was very
Vicki,
loved, and also
yes.
the things I did were just very, very stupid and very immature and very,
Exactly.
I would
We'll
say
just
even,
call it that.
I would say even evil, right? And so even I would hate myself. I mean, I hated myself at that time. So I just, I was so depressed. And then Tessa, that's how in my phone, your name is Sunshine Tessa, invited me to the Red Cross Ball, where there's a lot of people. And that was my first time to come out again with
Yes, and I have to say, I put him beside all my Malang classmates, and right beside was my Christian classmate. And she even said, like, give this book to Hayden. I never gave it, but it was about God and about how He will always forgive you.
And he will always love you. I think God really made that all happen to bring him closer to
Yes,
God, to Jesus,
right.
and then he brought me. Unfortunately, Hayden was still looking around. So we decided to stop seeing each other.
That's
We
what you
told
did.
to
We
separate, no contact,
we
no
both
contact.
agreed as advised that we won't see each other. No contact, no conversations, no nothing.
On
So
the goal of
completely part ways. She was not good for me. I was not good for her.
Okay.
This is pre. This was after Scarlet.
separate. Was there a catalyst or a turning point wherein, yes, we know all the stories of what happened and everything. What was the thing that both of you decided, let's make this work?
If I could pinpoint one thing that happened, that would have to be Scarlet Snow when Scarlet was
yes.
born.
For you.
I think it was Scarlet
For me, it
Snow.
wasn't. So Pastor Peter, our pastor, said, the two of you, you are living in sin. I mean, we're dating and whatever.
Right, yeah.
Scarlett was already born.
Oh, she was.
Unfortunately, Hayden was still looking around. So, so we'd break up. And Pastor Peter said, you should really separate. Because he said the
separate?
two of you should really stop seeing each other, right?
Went
Basta it was
through-
like 3 months. We didn't see each other, and then we kept making tapas to see each other, and then I think at that
We
point,
just can't help it.
we magnetized.
Wait, sorry, you were told to separate. That's what you
told
did.
to separate.
We
no
both
contact,
agreed. We
no
both
contact.
agreed as advised that we won't see each other. Completely part ways because it's just
parang
not.
trial parting.
No,
it's
it's
not
not a trial.
trial.
It's just,
It was just so
it was just
bad.
not working.
Okay.
Okay,
All
so she was not good for me. I was not good for her.
Okay.
This was after Scarlet.
It's after Scarlett.
After Scarlett?
already.
But then we went through a 5-7 day reconciliation process every day from morning till late in the evening every day.
They flew in somebody from the States,
Yeah. Oh,
a reconciliation expert from all
Judy
that flies all
Dabler.
over the world.
Her name is Judy Dabler. So
We should
she's
do
a
that
Christian.
for Tessa.
I
So
think
we
I
did
need
the Christian way of reconciling things, which is based on that verse. How do you remove the speck in your brother's eye if you can't
If you
even
can't
remove
even-
the
yeah.
log in
Yes.
your own
Your
eye?
eye, yeah.
Which basically means in every conflict, before you accuse the other, you always look at yourself.
3 fingers to you.
What did I do?
Yes.
What was my contribution to the conflict?
Right.
So we did that very arduous process. That's 1 week na araw-araw talagang pinipiga namin all the issues. And Scarlett was already born.
Right.
And I say for me the defining moment was Scarlett, meaning after that conversation, I realized that I really made a lot of mistakes. But I have a daughter who's dependent on, who I don't want to be fatherless.
Correct.
Right?
Nice.
So I decided I have to win against my own weaknesses. I
I
have to win
see.
against my own personal battles. I have
Yes.
to win against this.
Okay.
Because I have to be a father, and I want to make up to Vicki because I broke her heart so many times. I guess the most important lesson that I learned is that when I realized that I am such an evil person at that time, and I was forgiven, there must be a
Okay,
way
yes.
for me to be, by His grace, to be redeemed. And I just
Okay.
counted on Him. So basically,
Right.
what I did was, Lord, I'll just do my best to be a good person, which what I've always wanted to do anyway. I just wanted to be a good person. I just kept failing. But then, parang this time, Lord, I'll just do everything I can do under with what resources I have,
Yes,
my
correct.
weak willpower,
Right.
but I'll depend on you on the results. And
Oh,
so
nice.
the result was, here we are.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're very happy.
But you have been, Ninang, always so forgiving and understanding.
Well, that's in
So,
public. No,
huh?
you know why?
No, I think that's
I am
not
very-
even
No,
inside.
I think my biggest fear is that he would die. Because since my boyfriend just died, and I
Okay.
knew at that point when I knew Hayden, he really didn't have much value for his life. He really didn't understand,
Right.
why am I here? What am I doing here? So every day he'd wake up and he tried to do whatever his best was.
Right.
But he couldn't understand the point, di ba? And so it was so easy for him to commit suicide.
Was that real?
No,
Those
kasi-
real na real talaga. People
Kasi
think,
Come on.
Tessa, what I'm going to say is something that a lot of people would be able to relate to.
Right.
Which is, especially if you don't know God, which is, Lord, if you are real, I didn't ask for you to put me here
Okay.
on this earth.
Yeah.
And then the moment I'm born, I'm already born with quote unquote the
Yes,
original
the
sin. So I'm
original
already
sin.
bound for hell. And so that was my issue. So parang there was no there was no
Did you go through like therapy also, or just
Not
just
at
your
all.
just your inner evils you had to?
No, because-
I was immature. I was young and
no, but you have
immature.
to tell her that he was sexually abused when he was 8 years old.
So as a child, yes,
I had a lot of issues with
so he was sexually
Right,
abused
okay.
by a man
Yeah.
as he was walking the street, right? Giving candy, whatever. And then he felt so dirty. And then he felt so, parang I'm so madumi na, but he
Right.
wouldn't tell anybody.
I guess my issue.
He handled it by
issues
himself.
with God. Like
Okay. Yeah. Blame.
I
You did the
ask
blame
I didn't
game
ask
and
you for
everything,
me. I
right?
didn't ask you to put me here. I know you're real, but if you really care about me, then why did you allow that to happen to me? How can I trust you? Because
Right.
I cannot trust someone who would let that happen to me.
Yeah.
So I had all those issues.
Okay.
So before the scandal, before that crisis, everything was good.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a good boy, at least in public.
Yeah.
I had good grades. I was a varsity player.
Exactly.
Models,
So
I fixed
good
work.
looking and everything, right?
But then when the crisis happened, I'm like, okay. Then you realize, you remember all those, that voice, the tape in your head. Na parang, I don't have to be here. I can exit anytime, right?
Oh, wow.
There's no consequence here.
Right, yeah.
And you don't care anyway. So why will I care, right?
Okay.
So no one will care if I'm gone. Right? So it was easy for me. Of course,
How long?
now it's different.
How long is that? Like
How long? 7 years, maybe 7 years.
a 7-year journey?
Well, it's a long journey
It's
because it's
still a
from
long- yes,
when I
of
was young
course, right.
until that switch.
7 times 7, forgive.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
Oy.
that. you know?
So
Times 700 pa.
after that 7 years, that's when I became a Christian. That's when everything turned around. But that's another story. So
Right,
I don't
yeah.
wanna
No, but I wanna
monopolize this
ask. Okay,
conversation.
no, but it's good because I wanna. Everybody hears Vicky's side, so I also wanna hear yours, and it's so. Thank you for sharing that. So Ninang, I wanna know, how do you always find love and it becomes so deep again? I'm like now with the struggle of like I was married 26 years, try to really make it. I was here the day. I'm gonna cry, but diba?
Was it the day that
The
you
day I
found
found out.
out?
I run here because there was.
Yeah, I have to say, I think, because you were friends first and the love was real, and the romance and the ano was just. But I always, I'm still very good friends with my ex.
Yes.
When I love someone, I really, really love them, and I want
doesn't
what's
end.
best.
It doesn't
end. And if
But
if
it
for some
doesn't
reason,
shift, like your
But you
love
can't expect them to
for
be
Atom
the
is
same.
not anymore a husband romantic thing. It's just a
yeah.
love for a person, and then that's it.
Because you share so much, you share children. In fact, Scarlett came home the other day and she said,
What did she
"Mommy,
call
my
Atom?"
friend, Papa Atom.
Ay, cute.
Mommy, my friend told me you're weird. We're weird. Our family is weird."
Oh,
and
wow.
I said, "Why, darling?" "Because you're still friends with your ex-husband. You're supposed to hate him." She said. I said, "That would be so weird. Can you imagine life if Papa Atom wasn't with us?" "No, Papa Atom's fun." But
Yeah.
I said, I find it difficult to understand people who've been married, who've had children. They must have loved each other so much to get married.
Right.
And then suddenly there's so much hate. Parang hindi ko magets.
Did
He
you
sends
feel
me-
that after Atom you would plan another get married again?
No, I said I would never get married. In fact, that's why I pushed my annulment. I didn't annul. With Hayden naman, I always thought I was being unfair. Because, even if we saved embryos before when we first met, but I felt he needed, of course, to have a real, parang normal, marry a person, go through the buntis. I mean, di ba?
Yes,
All the
yes, we talked about
difficult,
that.
like that. So
Like,
sabi ko, Lord,
Lama's class and
actually, I
everything.
prayed to the Lord. I said, Lord, can I just borrow him for a while?
Yes.
May borrow pa ako.
I remember that
Di ba, I said, until
conversation.
2028, then I'll balik him to the pool of
Of-
dating.
yeah.
And then I was having so much fun. I don't know how he was feeling. When he was 28 years old,
Okay.
I said, Lord, pwede bang 2 more years para 13?
Okay, yeah.
And then, doon nagkagulo. Or 27 yan, doon
27,
nagkagulo.
yeah.
27 years old siya. That's when it all started. Kasi I broke my word, di ba? I promised the Lord I'll return. Well, I
I
don't know,
see.
Lord, if you would even allow
Yeah.
that. But it was like just when we really couldn't be together. When Pastor Peter said, no, you cannot see him. I think that's when I really got quiet and realized, hey, I really love this guy.
Nice.
Because he had asked me to marry him 2012.
12 or 11.
Then
11
I
or
was
12,
like,
yeah.
but he's not ready.
So do you guys feel your relationship and your love now is the best? I mean, like, as far as wala nang challenge, wala nang ordeal
Funny,
that you go
Tessa, that you asked that because we have this exercise, Tessa, until now where sometimes before we sleep, lalo na pag hindi kami makatulog, aside from doing other things, we
I love it.
We ask,
Like, can you share what other things
we ask ourselves,
that I miss now?
we ask each other, Tessa,
Yeah.
what can I do to be a better husband?
Aww.
And even with Scarlett, sometimes maglalakad kami dyan, or when I
Right.
bring her to school, I actually ask her, Scarlett, what can I do to be a better father? And I actually listen. And we actually listen to each other.
Nice. So talking about parenting, do you play good cop, bad cop, or you both are the disciplinarians too? Scarlett?
Yeah, I
or
think we do that, right? Because I can't
you guys
help
are fair,
myself.
or
I am the
She's so
bad
cute
cop.
kasi.
I'm the bad cop, yeah.
Yeah, but then he disciplines her. But according to Scarlett, Daddy gets mad, but after 2 seconds, it's finished. Mommy, what did she call
You
me?
make tampo
You
for
make
1 week.
tampo, I'll make tampo mahaba.
Kasi we asked it.
That's where my immaturity shows. I really
Yeah.
can make tampo for weeks.
I love you.
Are those tarot cards?
don't open it yet, okay? Now you have to think.
Ay, naku, it's so perfect.
Wait.
Yes,
Give me a card. Give me a card.
Yeah. Me,
Your
I wa-
turn.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Welcome to Lifeline, your ultimate guide to bridging the gap from where you are to where you want to be. You can also catch Lifeline on Facebook and YouTube of Billionaire News channel. I'm your host, Karel Herrera, and in every episode we sit down with experts and individuals who faced challenges, embraced change, and discovered what it takes to move forward. Let us all find out right here on Lifeline.
Okay, so 3 words to describe each other.
Move 3 by
3.
You first.
Cute.
Okay.
She's very cute. Her personality is very, very cute.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
And then?
whimsical, cute.
So cute?
in a weird way. Yeah.
Next word.
Gorgeous.
I love
buti na lang
it.
bumawi.
Okay,
Ano,
and
third
I think my
and-
wife is gorgeous.
Okay, and third word.
Third is unique. I don't think there's really no one like Vicki. Basically, I'm just letting you know, I adore my wife. There's no one like Vicki.
Oh,
Oh
don't you
my
get
God,
marry
okay,
me?
don't
I
make me
love
jealous.
you.
Don't make me jealous. Okay, your 3 words.
I'll give you a hug.
No, I think the thing that is most important to me is that he is always protecting me, always protecting Scarlett. I feel very safe
Nice.
when I'm with him. He's also very loving. The best part is, bawing-bawi na ako, girls. Wag na kayo
okay,
because
correct.
he is the house husband. He takes care of Scarlett. Do you know that in the parent chat, siya lang ang lalaki? He never complains. Then he works so hard. I'm so Donya. Oh,
so
what?
before
Are
we
those
end-
tarot cards?
No, it's not. It's called.
Oh, hindi
it's,
pwede sa
no, it's
Christian,
not.
ha?
It's not. It's called divine abundance.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, think of something. You first that you would like to give Hayden. Okay, think. It has to be like some
A thing?
energy. And this is the universe's answer to
Okay.
you. Okay.
So do I have to announce what I want to
Yeah,
give
you got
him?
your pick.
Okay. Lord, let me
No,
get the right
don't
card.
pick yet. Okay. Okay, you. Now you have to think.
Ay, naku, it's so perfect.
Okay, what do you want that this whatever you want that you want to give?
Oh, cute naman.
And this is from the universe
Oh,
and God.
from
actually.
God,
From
actually.
God.
He has a name, by the way.
Jesus.
Jesus.
You know, we say
And
Jesus
that's
because
the
so many
universe's
religions have
answer.
God.
Okay, you go first. What's
So
your
what I
word?
want to give Hayden, I think, is
Change.
exactly what came
it
out,
change.
self-love.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, because you know Hayden has. When I
Oh my
met him, I thought
gosh.
he was kidding around,
Oh,
but he didn't
wow.
really feel worthy, or
Oh
he
my
didn't really feel.
goodness.
I said, "Are you joking me? You're a doctor. You're so handsome."
Yeah.
I mean, binobola mo naman yata ako. But as I've known him through life, there is an insecurity. Because he doesn't really
Sa
love
face ba
himself, so
yan?
he tries so hard. You know what
Yeah,
I
you
mean?
really
To
look
be
like a
to be
K-pop
worthy.
walk.
When he's already worthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you are already, and God loves you, and you should love yourself as much
He
as Jesus loves you. And I
does,
love
he
you because you're amazing.
Okay, you.
What's
I
your-
cannot relate to self-love,
Yeah, see how perfect.
but I'm working on it. Mine says change.
Change.
Oh, wow.
Ano
To
kaya
Vicki?
yun? See, he wants me to change. Niloko mo lang ako kanina.
Darling, I've seen you change your eyes. I've seen you change your nose. I've seen you, so you are.
I'll make you
You are
content.
epitome.
Be careful.
But what it says here, is this. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Vicki,
that's exactly what it
Vicki is a very dominant personality, right? And she loves to be in control.
Right.
Not so much now, because Vicki, I think,
Has changed.
Vicki has changed.
Yes.
Has changed, and I've realized I cannot control anything.
I
You
feel
know,
the
but-
word
but-
is like evolve.
But that's I've seen it happen. You know? Before Vicki was so, she has to have control over everything, especially her time and her possessions and stuff. Even me sometimes. But now, I've seen
Ano ba to?
her transition, or if you want to use the word evolution, where she is now more surrendered.
I'm so
Okay.
surrendered to the
yes,
Lord.
surrender
Anything
I
you
have
want,
done my
Lord.
best. I continue to do my best, but all the results I leave to you and whatever the results is. Sometimes if it doesn't look like it's working for her, she
Yes.
still surrenders. So sometimes she cries. Madalas yun. When things are not working for her,
Really? Nina, you still
The
have...
way it should be.
the way she thinks it should
be.
work.
It should work.
Well, if she, 3 weeks at a
Surrendered na.
2-year-old Scarlett. Oh my God.
Grabe, no?
Embedded in me. I love you. You are truly unique. Oh my
Who
God.
Very,
else
very
would,
unique.
would
Walang-
make tampo with the 2-year-old?
Thank you so much, guys. I want to cry. I'm
We
so
want happiness for
honored.
you. We should get a card for you. Where are you in your life?
Wait. Give me a
Tessa.
card. Give me a card.
Yeah. Me,
Your
I wa-
turn.
Mine
Okay.
was better.
No, your turn.
Kasi I chose self-love for you.
No.
Yours changes na. Oh, sige.
I want Tessa
Oh my God, I want to cry.
be the one to choose.
I'm so yakin pa. I'm exactly like
And
you.
kami ang magko-comment.
Okay.
Okay? Baliktarin natin ang tables.
Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh.
Dapat self-love din eh. Nandun sa isa eh. Ano?
It's too deep. Deepening.
Deepening.
Deepening. Anong ibig sabihin?
Kasi ikaw,
Pusang itim. Let's see.
Oh my God.
Once you're on Earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender.
Ay, let
And
me go.
you know,
let it go.
there's a portion here that makes sense, which is when you stop being attached and when you have surrender.
Ayan, attached.
When you stop resisting,
yeah.
when you stop
Resisting.
being attached to whatever it is, to people, to ideas, to things,
I think I've been living
and
up
when you
to
just surrender,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
and
and I, the
that's
surrender
when you will
people.
be at peace with God.
Oh, thanks
You be
so
happy na. I'm not used to
much.
our non-sunshine.
Thank you again, Vicki and Hayden, for sharing your love story. You are truly an inspiration, especially for me who's gone through so much. Now I believe in love even more. I didn't realize what sacrifice truly is. I didn't realize that in spite of everything, you were just so focused on love. It really shared so much insight where I can now be inspired and look forward to having that kind of love. It is possible. And you have shown that in spite of everything, love really wins. Thank you for sharing your time. And I'm very emotional right now. Thank you again, Vicki and Hayden. And I just hope and wish and pray that your love will even grow bigger if it's even more possible. Thank you for sharing your love story. This has been Love on Top.